Danger abound in Lordaeron as the orcs are on the loose and a plague is ravaging the land. Welcome back to Warcraft 3, where we are about to start Chapter 3, but first we have a little interlude cutscene. Jaina's meeting, 2 weeks later in the Violet Gardens of Dalaran. So you can see up at the north is the capital city, where we had that opening cutscene take place with the Prophet and the King, and now we are going down south of Lordamere Lake to Dalaran, the city of wizards.
You must be wiser than the king. The end is near.
I told you before, I'm not interested in this nonsense.
And I've wasted my time
You can show yourself now, Jaina. He's gone.
I'm sorry for eavesdropping, Master, but
It's your inquisitive nature that I've come to rely on, child. That crazed fool's convinced that the world is about to end.
I've heard the rumors of the plague spreading throughout the Northlands. Do you truly believe that the plague is magical in nature?
It's a strong possibility. That's why I need you to travel there and investigate the matter. I've arranged for a special envoy to assist you.
Yes, Master. I'll do my best.
I know you will, child. Farewell.
Okay, so Dalaran is run by the Killin Tor, which is essentially the League of Wizards, and you can see their Archmage Antonidas is essentially the leader of the city. He's the head of what they call, I think they're called the Six, which is the six most powerful wizards in Dalaran, and he's actually also the master to one Jaina Proudmoore. Jaina is actually from Kultiris, which is a human island nation off the coast of western Lordaeron, and they were the Alliance's naval force, essentially. They had big ships, and they had big sailors to use them. That's a joke that you'll get if you played Battle for Azeroth. So Jaina is the daughter of High Admiral Dalen Proudmoore, who was the leader of Kultiris, and she decided she wanted to go more into the ways of the mage, and so she traveled to Dalaran and became the apprentice of Archmage Antonidas, and now she's being sent as an envoy, or yeah, I guess you could say an envoy of Dalaran to investigate this strange plague, which they believe might be magical. So now we're getting into Chapter 3, Ravages of the Plague. 3 days later, in Alterac, Arthas and his men wait near a crossroads along the King's Road.
Prince Arthas, we've been waiting here for hours. Are you sure this friend of yours is coming?
I'm sure. Jaina usually runs a little late.
We must help her!
Stay your blade, Captain. She can take care of herself. Gentlemen, meet Miss Jaina Proudmoore, Special Agent to the Kirin Tor, and one of the most talented sorceresses in the land. Looks like you haven't lost your touch. It's good to see you again, Jaina.
You too, Arthas. It's been a while since a prince escorted me anywhere.
Yes, it has. Well, I guess we should get underway.
Our sources believe the plague originated in the region north of here. We should check out the villages along the King's Road.
Okay. So, we have a new hero. We have Jaina. As you could probably tell, Arthas and Jaina have a bit of history together. They were romantically involved with each other, but there was a Christmas event that happened in Lordaeron, and Arthas kind of got blue balls, and so he dumped Jaina, but they remained friends afterwards. I think this is actually the first time they're seeing each other in person since they broke up. you can read all about this stuff in the book Rise of the Lich King, which is quite good. So,
I'm trying to
this
think.
is the second of the three heroes that the humans
check it out.
get, the Archmage.
interesting.
So she's obviously an intelligence-based hero,
I'll take
and
it.
she starts with Water Elemental. So she summons a cool little Water Elemental unit, which is very powerful, and we're going to go ahead and test that out. We also get access to a captain, who is
What is your wish?
quite a bit more powerful than the normal
How may I
footmen.
Shall be done for honor.
Actually,
Sounds good.
get
take
Jaina
it.
here so we can hear her
Sounds
quotes.
good. Sounds interesting. I'll check it out. I'll check it out.
Oh no!
You're in the violin.
The ogres!
You asked for it. Sounds good.
So we can summon a water elemental here. It has timed life, but it is very powerful.
For my father.
It has a nice long range attack.
Stand for the light.
And there's that ogre. I like how that ogre has
Sound plan.
health missing because it's the one that Jaina was fighting during the cutscene.
The light is my strength.
And we get a potion of healing.
I'm here to help. Of course.
We're filling up on these items pretty quickly,
A sound
but we
plan.
don't really need these potions at any point, so it doesn't really matter.
A sound plan.
I'll have to just give the potion of mana to
course,
Jaina,
for
because
honor.
she's the one who's pretty much going to be using more
For
mana.
honor. A sound plan.
We'll just
Certainly.
start heading north.
Of course.
Aha!
Justice
Stacy!
shall be done. A sound
Prince
plan.
Arthas, there's something amiss at the bridge ahead.
Of course.
Okay, we'll check that out.
For honor.
Children! Ooh, these children are not invulnerable.
That's
Jaina!
sounds interesting.
Justice shall be done. Of course.
That is horrible.
Certainly. A sound
Oh boy, okay, I'm going to hell for that.
Look, it's
I'm here to
Prince
help.
Arthas.
The light is my strength.
Yes, Marie Claire Antoinette, it is Prince
I stand
Arthas.
for the light.
And your friends Linda and
Light is my
Jillian.
strength. For honor. Certainly.
Milord, someone has destroyed the bridge from the far side of the river. There is another way to cross, but it is not as safe as it used to be.
Oh
Is
boy,
there danger? A
that's
sound plan.
kind of a shame.
Of course.
I want to keep
Certainly.
moving north. Ah,
For
hello.
honor. Of course. A sound plan. Justice shall be done. For honor.
Sir?
Certainly. Of course.
Oh, that's
A
interesting.
sound
So this
plan.
guy's name is...
Milord.
Oh, there we go.
If this is about taxes, I can explain.
This is Gargamel, famed villain of the
Here to help.
Smurfs.
Of
If I
course.
kill him...
Feel my wrath.
Certainly.
No,
A sound
I could
plan.
have sworn you could do something and you'll
A
actually
sound
gain
plan.
gold
I
from him
stand
as if
for the
he's
light.
paying his taxes.
Certainly.
But gold obviously isn't really useful in this mission.
Run!
Uh-oh.
Certainly.
Bandits are attacking.
Sack the town.
Save us!
Summon a water elemental whenever we get the chance. What was I gonna say? Gargamel. Yeah, so this is one of the many missions where you don't build a base, you just run around with the units you get given. You gotta make sure they all kind of survive. You don't have to make sure all of them survive, but your heroes have to survive specifically.
Milord, there is an ancient fountain shrine nearby. Legends say that its holy waters can restore health and heal grievous wounds.
That could prove to be useful indeed.
Okay. And
Oh,
Splendora.
thanks so much. I have a reward for you.
She gave us a potion of greater healing
I'm here to help.
for saving them from the
Is there
bandits.
danger? A sound plan. Certainly.
And as you might expect, it just heals twice as much as a regular healing potion.
I stand.
More Murlocs, and Jaina leveled up, so let's look at her abilities. So we can get Blizzard, which just deals damage in an area over a period of time. Or we could get Brilliant Aura, which provides a passive increase in mana regen. And that'll be good for both my heroes, as well as any caster units we collect along the way. But Blizzard's just cool. And we will be able to get mana potions. Let's try Blizzard. Usually I get Brilliant Aura, but
A
let's have
sound
fun.
plan.
See if we can make
Of
this
course.
work. Just summon another one of these. Oopsie. Sorry about that. And then Blizzard. So there is friendly fire here. You can see my guys will take damage from Blizzard. But it's pretty effective.
For honor. Certainly.
And we have
Sound
Arthas to heal up if need be.
For honor. Of course. A sound plan. Certainly. Certainly. Of course.
Jaina's another hero who eventually got into Heroes of the Storm, and they based her abilities on all the frost abilities that she has. So one of her ultimates is she summons the water elemental, and one of her basic abilities is she has the blizzard. And then her other abilities are frost abilities from World of Warcraft.
Certainly, of course.
Let's keep moving. Dealt with those bandits handily.
A sound plan. For honor. Is there danger?
Lock your
shit.
shields and defend yourselves. Their arrows won't get through.
Skeletons? Slay them all immediately.
I stand for the light.
Skeletons. The vile undead.
A sound plan. Is there danger? What were those creatures, Sergeant?
Undead, my lord. This whole village has gone mad. We did our best to defend the villagers, but
We'll get to the bottom of this.
Okay, got some new units. So that actually unlocked a new ability for the footmen. So they have the defend ability now. So when you can activate this, and they'll take 50% less damage from all piercing attacks, so like from those skeletal bowmen. But their movement speed is reduced by 30%, so you can see they move noticeably slower.
The light is my strength.
So whenever we run into some undead, we're gonna pop that.
Certainly.
Because they'll usually have bowmen attached to them.
For honor.
There's a random skeleton here, and I don't know what he's doing. I've always found that weird.
I'm here to help.
But you can see we're finally at the other side of that bridge.
The light is my strength.
So we'll keep
A
moving.
sound plan.
I'm trying
Justice
to think
shall be done.
I know you're trying to think. Calm down. We're all friends here.
Certainly. Of course. For honor. I stand for the light.
Ah, yeah, so they bring up the idea that Arthas can actually use his Holy Light spell, and it'll deal damage to undead units.
I'm here to
It'll
help.
deal half the damage it would have healed if he used it on an ally. Pushing a minute. Oh, God! Ambush!
I'm here to help.
I can help. I'll take it. Sounds interesting.
I stand for the light.
Got to shield up there, but whatever. So Arthas isn't a level up, so we gotta go Holy Light or Devotion Aura. Let's go with Devotion Aura.
The light is my strength.
Now we can give 3 armor to everyone.
yes, my liege.
Justice shall be done. This must be the shrine that the old man spoke of. Any man who drinks from these light-blessed waters will be healed.
Or woman, Arthas, come on. Jaina's right there. So this is introducing the idea of Fountains of Health, where you can just go and get free healing from them, which is really important in Warcraft because healing is difficult to come by, usually. Unless you have specific units like Arthas who can do it.
Danger? Of
But
course.
that's free,
The light is my strength. A sound plan.
so that's the only optional objective we have here.
For honor. Certainly. Certainly. A sound plan. Of course. For honor.
Ooh.
Of course.
What is this?
It's as if the land around that granary is dying.
Could the grain itself be plagued?
Let's hope not. Those crates bear the regional seal of Anderhall, the distribution center for the northern boroughs. If this grain can spread the plague, there's no telling how many villages might be affected.
That's not good.
I stand for the light.
Betrayer of the light.
Foul man. Is there danger?
Destroy this granary.
I'm here to help.
Okay, so that's not a good sign, but it may help us get an idea about. Oh, skeleton. Might have an idea about what's
Sound plan. Of course.
here we go. Where the grain is coming from, or the plague is coming from, rather. A water elemental. So there you can see a necromancer. It's one of the undead units. Quite a powerful one. And Jaina got another level up.
Justice. Justice shall be done. I stand for the light. For honor.
Alright, so Jaina. Let's upgrade her water elemental. Because that's just gonna be even crazier how good it is.
Here to help.
You can actually see, I'll show you before this one
Of course.
leaves. I'll just show you right now. It actually makes a bigger water elemental,
The
which
light
is kind of
my
cool.
strength. A sound plan. Is there danger? Certainly.
Aha!
Greetings. We are priests from Quel'Thalas. We've come to help heal the land of this strange curse.
As always, the generosity of the elves is greatly appreciated.
You should know that there is a granary warehouse at the far end of this village. This evil blight may be evident there as well.
We'll check it out. I'm here to help.
So we got some priests. So these guys are a basic human caster. And when I say human, I know I said at one point in the last episode human, or I think in the first episode I said human rifleman. Human is just the name of the race, but it should really be called, I guess, the Alliance race. Because the riflemen are dwarves, obviously, and these are high elves of Quel'Thalas. So they have heal, which they'll cast on their own. They'll just try and keep our guys healed as best as possible. And then they also have Dispel Magic, which removes all magic effects in an area, and it can also deal 200 damage to summoned units. So if, like, the Necromancers we saw earlier, if they try and summon some skeletons, we can use that to just destroy them immediately.
For honor. Foul knave. Is there
And they also have their own little attack, but it's quite weak.
I'm here to help.
They're very much support
A sound
units.
plan. Of course. The hell are you men shooting at?
We're blasting those damn skeletons, sir. This whole flaming village is crawling with them.
Well, I could use your help. We've got a warehouse to destroy at the end of town.
Let's get to fighting.
I'm here to help.
So, there's another unit we get here.
A sound.
The Dwarven Riflemen. Not Riflemen, goddammit. The Dwarven Mortar Team. It's one of the siege units. So they're very good at dealing with buildings.
Of course.
Like the grain warehouse that we're trying to get to,
Sound.
for example.
Just shout.
They can hit a big area, but it will deal splash damage to our units. But our priests are pretty good at healing up small bits of damage. Oh, another skeleton. So there, I picked up a Mantle of Intelligence for Jaina, so that gives +3 in Intelligence. So that'll give Jaina increased mana and mana regen, but because Intelligence is her primary attribute, it also gives her +3 damage,
I'm here to help. The light
which is
my
pretty
strength.
good.
Of course. Of course.
We'll keep moving forward.
For honor.
You gotta find that warehouse and destroy it.
For honor.
Oh, here we go.
We've been discovered, my brothers. Flee and continue with the operation. I'm sorry I can't stay and chat, but duty calls.
That creature looks like it was sewn together from different corpses.
Let's study it after we kill it, okay? Justice.
Okay.
Of
Oh,
course. I'm here to help.
I wonder who that was. These are one of my favorite units, the Abomination. They're just big masses of flesh and crap. They're very powerful undead units.
The light is my strength. Destroy that warehouse.
Now.
So we saw a Necromancer there. And we'll see more of him in the next level.
For my father, the king.
There we go. We did it.
A sound plan.
What's the plan?
What was that? Who is that wizard dressed in black?
I believe that the robed man was a necromancer. Obviously, he and his lackeys are behind this plague.
Well, it's a good bet we'll find him and the answers we're looking for in Anderhall.
So Anderhall is, of course, the distribution center for Lordaeron. All of their wheat and grain goes through there. So we're worried that if the grain is what's causing the plague, then obviously if that plagued grain is in Anderhall, then that will go everywhere across the entire kingdom. So we're going to try and stop that. Chapter 4, The Cult of the Damned, the next day on the outskirts of Anderhall.
Look, it's those cultists who are with the necromancer. What are they doing to that mine?
Let's not wait to find out. Attack!
Damn these intruders. They must not interfere with the Master's plan.
Let's build a base camp here. With those cultists creeping around, I'd rather not head in there without backup.
I couldn't agree more.
So I actually decided to skip the rest of that cutscene because if you let the cutscene play out, the buildings actually just start, like, they're still building them, and you have to wait for all the buildings to get built.
Justice shall be done.
I know that's not a thing in Reforged, but I imagine it's still a thing in this classic version of the game.
I'm here to help. For honor.
So let's go over here. We have some trees here. Aha! Ambush! So we start with a priest and a mortar team from the previous. Why is our mortar team kind of having trouble? And Jane's level 4. Caught up with Arthas already.
I stand for the light. Of course.
And they dropped a potion of mana, which Jaina can pick up. Helpful because we didn't pick up Brilliance Aura, but we can pick it up now.
I stand for the light. A sound plan.
Ready to
For
work.
honor. Certainly. Of course.
Okay, so
I'm
some
here
more
to help.
lumber
A
peasants.
sound plan. A sound plan.
So we just have to investigate the area and try and find where the objective is. That's really all the information we get given. And they tell us that if we want more gold, we can actually set up another base at a gold mine out in the wilderness. More farms. Oh, crap. We don't actually need to do that. There's no real reason to on this map. You don't need more gold. But for future missions, that'll be helpful to know.
Of course. For honor.
So,
Of course.
what I'll
Justice
do
shall be done. A
is
sound plan.
I'm gonna leave Arthas here
For honor.
and the mortar team.
Certainly.
And then I'm gonna take these guys with Jaina and I'm gonna have them
Think here.
go on a little adventure.
That's curious. Sounds interesting.
I think that'll be
I'll take
kind of
care
cool.
it. Sounds interesting. Sounds good.
Guess the priest can still heal and he'll be getting more mana from Jaina's Brilliance Aura.
Think here. I'll check it out. Sounds good.
And then Arthas can stay behind to defend the base.
I'll check it out. Sounds interesting.
That was scary, that noise.
Sounds good.
I
Sounds
assume that was in the game.
I'll check it out. I'll take care of it.
I'll make a water elemental.
Sounds good. I'll check it out.
And we're just
Sounds
gonna kind of
interesting.
explore this
I'll take care of
area.
it.
Get some
Sounds
XP for
good.
Jaina,
I'll check it out.
because it's
I'll
nice to
take
get
care
her
of it.
some.
Sounds interesting.
We
I'll
can
check it
go
out.
ahead and do this.
I can help.
So Blizzard's a channeled ability, so Jaina can't do anything while she's channeling that. That took a lot of damage.
I'll take care of it.
Here we go.
Sounds good.
This is a goblin merchant, so you can buy stuff from here, but you can also sell stuff to get more
Sounds
gold.
interesting.
I'm gonna sell the potion of healing, and eventually I'll get Arthas up to here to sell all his potions.
Curious.
And you can buy a Scroll of Protection, which gives armor, a Potion of Mana, and a Wand of Negation, which is effectively just the priest Dispel Magic ability. Now you'll notice we can't actually use the Dispel Magic ability because we need to train our priest to be able to do that. So I'm going to upgrade our keep. That'll unlock tier 2 for us. I'm going to build a lumber mill. And I'm going to have all the peasants just kind of work on that together just so we can get it done really fast. I'll research defend so we can have that.
Justice shall be done.
We'll do it in a jiffy. What?
And then I'll work on our next move.
Job's done.
I'm gonna have 2 peasants for building. I'm gonna have one of them build another farm, and I'll have one of them build a blacksmith. Because building the blacksmith will let us make riflemen, which will be really useful. The lumber mill also has upgrades too now. You can get improved masonry, which gives all of your buildings more armor and hit points, and then lumber harvesting, which lets your peasants be more efficient when they chop wood. Another thing I really like that you don't see in stuff like StarCraft is that when you're chopping wood, it'll actually kind of chop the forest down, so you need to kind of make more mills near where the trees are sometimes. It's pretty cool. So our guys are ready
Sounds
now
interesting.
to keep going.
I can help.
Say the word.
And we can actually pop defend now, luckily. Good timing on that.
Sounds good.
Aye, my lord.
Okay.
On my way. Right.
So this kind of loops
On
around.
my way. Aye, my lord.
Uh,
Right.
there might be stuff around here. Nah, this all just loops back
On my
around.
way. Right.
We're gonna explore the east side of the map for now. Our keep is still constructing. Our blacksmith is done, so we can start training some riflemen. Get that done. We'll make another farm, another couple farms actually, and we'll make some scout towers over here to defend our base, so we can let Arthas come join the rest of our scouting force.
I'll take care of it.
Upgrade
Okay, so the keep is done, so that unlocks, we can do improved lumber harvesting now, but what that also means is we can build a new building. And we got a new rifleman. So I'm gonna have you do that. We're gonna build the Arcane Sanctum. So this is where we train our priests, but it's also where we can upgrade them to cast Dispel Magic if we need that. And we'll get a guard tower.
I'm trying to think here. Sounds interesting.
We have another destroyed bridge here, so we can't get that way.
Sounds interesting. I'll check it out. I'll take care of it.
And let's see. I also have access to long rifles now, which increase the range of riflemen, but we need to build a workshop first before we can get that upgrade. Ooh, lots of golems here.
Feel my wrath.
I'm trying to think here. I'll check it out.
Search complete.
He's throwing boulders, which stun.
Sounds good.
Aha, here we go.
Our forces are under attack.
Oh, we have some undead attacking. They clearly have a base somewhere.
A sound.
And that's good. Okay. So I can have this guy come back. And they're going to start on a workshop together.
Job's done.
And I will make another priest. And we'll research adept training. So the training for casters will pretty much just make them better in every way. Increases their mana regen, hit points, attack damage, and it gives them a new spell for each level of training they get.
I can help. That's curious.
But they generally don't benefit from the upgrades you give to most units from the blacksmith, for example.
I can help. Sounds interesting.
I don't think there's any guys up here guarding this, so you can just set up a base here if you want, but we don't really need to do that. I'll head over here though.
I stand
Make
for the
these
light.
guys in a group 2,
Job's done. Is there danger?
and then we have the workshop. So this is where we train our mortar teams if we want them, but I'm really just building up so I can make long rifles,
Me lord.
and I'll have these guys make a couple more farms.
Me lord. More work.
Come on.
I go
That's
then.
curious.
Here we go.
Sounds
Okay,
interesting. I'll take care of it.
I guess that's all that's over here. We're gonna have Jaina come back and meet up with Arthas again.
I'm trying to
Is there
think here.
danger?
Where do you want us?
I could make another mortar team or two. No reason not to.
What's the plan?
And we'll make a couple more soldiers. And one more priest. And I think that should be good. Then we'll just get
More lumber is required.
more research. So you can see my peasants are now bringing 15 lumber back. We're at low upkeep, so our gold is going to start going down.
I
But
stand
that's fine.
for the light.
What?
Let's grab that.
I'm trying to think here. Sounds interesting.
I'll send those to Jaina.
Justice shall
She'll have all
be
the
done.
footmen.
Light is my strength.
Ready for action.
I can help.
Yes, my lord.
Is there danger?
That's one of my favorite quotes. I'm actually going to have my mortars in their own group, because I want them to be attacking buildings.
Show us a target.
And then I'll give
I'm here to help,
Arthas
my
that
friend.
priest,
Hello.
I can help.
and Jaina the footman. Alright,
Justice
we have a nice big army here.
I stand for
We're
the
gonna
light.
start heading out. Oh, look, a woman.
Justice shall be
Hello. And she's dead.
Show us a target.
I stand
Let's
for the
get
light.
to fight.
Okay.
I'm here to help.
Mortar combat.
Where
I just want to make sure I have all my units selected here and they're all grouped up.
Let's get to fighting.
Grab you, and do that.
Righto.
And I guess we'll grab masonry. There we go. We're all upgraded out now.
Come on, Shorty.
On our way.
Is there danger?
I could do more riflemen as well, but we'll be fine for the rest of this mission.
Show us a target.
Justice shall be done.
I'm trying to think.
Alright, so let me show you the priest now. So that guy summoned skeletons, but I can use the priest's dispel magic ability to just get rid of that. So I'm gonna have the mortar teams kind of focusing down their important buildings. So this is kind of our first look at a proper undead base. Summon another water elemental while we have the chance. So there's gonna be a lot of undead building stuff that looks really creepy, but it's all stuff that we're gonna learn about later. These are their towers. There's a crypt, which is their equivalent of a barracks, and you can see their gold mine looks a bit odd, as we saw in the opening cutscene. Just gonna make more and more water elementals. Did I lose a priest? I think I lost a priest. Let me make another one. The rifleman, why not? So we got this pretty much locked down now.
I can help.
What do you need?
And
Is my aid required?
That's cute.
okay.
Let's get to
We don't need our mortar teams anymore.
I can help.
We'll just keep these two groups here.
I'm trying to think here.
Ah, here we go.
Hello again, children. I am Kel'Thuzad, and I've come to deliver a warning. Leave well enough alone. Your curiosity will be the death of you.
Are you responsible for this plague, Necromancer? Is this cult your doing?
Yes, I ordered the Cult of the Damned to distribute the plagued grain. The sole credit is mine.
What do you mean?
I serve the Dreadlord, Mal'Ganis. He commands the scourge that will cleanse this land and establish a paradise of eternal darkness.
And what exactly is this scourge meant to cleanse?
Why, the living, of course. His plan is already in motion. Seek him out at Strathall if you need further proof.
Alright,
What's the plan?
so that is Kel'Thuzad. A very important character for the future. This game is very loud, but the cutscenes are very quiet. Whatever.
What's the plan?
I'm here to help.
So we'll grab Holy Light level 2. Oh, look at this.
I can help. I'll check it out.
All these granaries.
The shipments have already been sent out. Or too late. Danger?
So the grain is now on its way to pretty much the entire kingdom, and it's going to spread the plague.
I can
The
help.
light is my
So Kel'Thuzad is the leader of the Cult of the Damned. Kel'Thuzad was originally a wizard in Dalaran. He was actually one of the 6 on the leading council, but he was exiled after he started dabbling in necromancy, which was a forbidden magic. And now we see that he's actually kind of engineering the undead scourge here. Here's a little fun Easter egg. I say fun, it's pretty tragic actually. We can break this cage open, and look, it's Timmy! No! Timmy got turned into a ghoul!
I stand
So you can kill him, and he'll drop a Ring of Superiority,
for honor.
which increases all your base attributes by 1,
Stand for the light.
which is pretty cool,
What's the plan?
Justice shall be done.
even though it's a really tragic little Easter egg. The undead are just destroying everything. This entire town has just been ravaged.
I'm here to help.
What's the
I
plan?
stand for the light. The light
trying
is
to
my
think
strength.
So before we go and finish off this mission, let's go ahead and sell this crap.
Take your time.
Here you can buy some different stuff, healing potion and scroll of healing. Let me show off a divine shield. I was going to use it in this mission. I didn't really use it in the way I was planning to, but I'll just use it here and show it off. So we'll go in, and these guys don't really know what to do. And I can also show you, I can use Holy Light on enemies. Bam! Kind of a burst damage spell.
Of course.
Where'd you go? There you are.
Of course.
You bugger.
For honor.
There we go. Alright, so let's move in. See if we can confront Kel'Thuzad.
I can help.
Is there danger?
More abominations here. Look at all of them.
Shall be done.
I can help.
The light is strength.
Let's try and nuke them down with some blizzards. Make sure Arthas is immune. There we go.
Is there danger?
So you guys can destroy that, but I'm just gonna have Arthas go and fight Kel'Thuzad in one-on-one combat. Because Kel'Thuzad, he's not that powerful. He's a great mastermind, but he himself isn't too strong. Sorry, buddy.
Naive fool. My death will make little difference in the long run. For now, the scourging of this land begins.
In the book, it's described as Arthas using his hammer and just caving Kel'Thuzad's chest in, which is pretty brutal. And then Kel'Thuzad's body just immediately decomposes right in front of him. So Kel'Thuzad had a short tenure, but the effects of his work will be felt for the rest of this game. So next time we'll be continuing on with the human campaign, and hopefully we can stop this damn plague before it gets out of control.